it's been said that there are two very important dates in your life. You know what those two dates are? The date you were born and the day you found out why. Those are the two most important dates in your life. Life is all about numbers. You live with some and you die with some. Money is about not just a mindset shift, which is totally accurate what Kendall said, but what's at the center of your mindset? Anybody know what's at the center of your mindset? How do you shift your mindset? Do you do a brain transplant? How do you shift that? You can get around people with that kind of mindset, you just might catch COVID. What I'm saying is, at the center of your mindset is your belief system. What you believe, why you believe it, and most importantly, what you're prepared to do about what you believe. So if you can shift your belief system, you shift your mindset. Make sense? Let me shift a few mindsets here now. Many of you might not know that there are 5 major ways to make your money. And you should be writing this down. I should see pens and papers out. I call it the money rule of 5. And this is my rule. I invented it. The money rule of 5. 5 ways to make your money. Only 5 ways to make your money. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here they are. You can earn it. You can borrow it. You can save it. You can inherit it. Or you can steal it. So you can earn it, borrow it, save it, inherit it, or steal it. Those are the 5 ways to make money. How are you going to become a millionaire if you don't know the 5 major ways to make money? So let me just review those in brief reverse order. Number 5, I am not advocating, I'm not promoting, I'm not proposing you steal anybody's money. So please don't do it, just don't do it, it's not worth it. Number 4, what about inheriting it? Sounds like a great deal, right? Let me tell you about inheritance and inheriting your money. 1, you gotta be part of the lucky sperm pool. 2, you gotta be the family favorite. And most importantly, 3, and most importantly, somebody's gotta die. Somebody's got to die. Or as my Jamaican friends say, everyone wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants dead. Right? Somebody's got to die. So it's a crapshoot. What about saving it? Sounds like a decent idea. Now, my mom became a millionaire in her late 70s. She, scrimped and sacrificed and saved for years, her whole life. And she became a millionaire in her 70s. But the problem with that, and the number one problem is what? Takes too long. Takes too long. And what you'll find out, on average, it takes 32 years to become a millionaire from the saving model, and you are the poorest of all millionaires. On average, $3.2 million. Not a whole lot of money. You have much better lives. What about borrowing it? What about that? Well, the rich do it all the time. Matter of fact, they got a special word for it. What you'll find out, rich people have a very different vocabulary, and you'll see Kendall and me using a different vocabulary. They call it leverage. And leverage just means borrowing to invest. You don't borrow for the Gucci bag, you don't borrow for the red bottom shoes, unless you're in the Gucci bag business or the red bottom shoe business. Now you talk about making some money, but we don't want to talk about consuming. So if you borrow and you can make it upside, that's leverage. Quick show of hands. How many people would borrow money at 0% interest? Okay, looks good. What about 10% interest? Okay, about more. What about 50% interest? What about 100% interest? I would borrow money at 100% interest if my rate of return is 200%. Nobody wants 100% money, but if your upside is north of your cost of money, why wouldn't you borrow 100% interest? See, that's why we have a problem with money. Our relationship with money, our mindsets, our belief systems are all screwed up. When I said 100% money, you should have seen the look on some of your faces. Yeah, that's Kendall's business, money, and wealth coach. I'm not borrowing no money at 100%. But if you're making 200%, why wouldn't you do that? If that's the only money you can get, you borrow money at 200% if you're making 400%. Fact, Microsoft, everybody knows Microsoft, right? They got about $150 billion with a B in the bank. Microsoft also, little known fact, borrows $400 million a day. A day. Because they know something now you just learned. $150 billion in the bank, but they're borrowing $400 million a day, and they're laughing, skipping, and singing all the way to the bank. That's how you learn to shift your mindset. One thing that's at the top of what you should take away from my short talk today, and this is the only thing that separates you from the people you like, imitate, or maybe even envy financially, is their mindset. Say mindset. Mindset. Perspective. Say perspective. Perspective. And relationship. Say relationship. Relationship. With money. So in other words, if you elevate your mindset, if you broaden your perspective, and you have a immeasurably more productive relationship with money, you get the same results as the rich folks. No difference. There's no difference between Oprah, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, or anybody if you have the same mindset, perspective, and relationship with money as they do. The same outcomes show up. Does it make sense to everybody? Okay. So, just kind of closing comments. And Kendall touched on it, so I want to revisit it really quickly. A lot of y'all have greatness within your grasp, but you won't do the 3 things that I'm proposing you do. But first ask yourself questions about the 3 things I'm going to give you. 1, ask yourself who you hang out with. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. 2, what books do you read? Now, it's an old joke, quip. I think it's kind of sad. If you want to hide something from black folks, where you put it? Come on, y'all. Put it in the book, right? So if you tell me who you hang out with, if you tell me what books you read, and if you tell me how you spend your time and your money, I will tell you with absolute certainty the probabilities for you becoming rich, affluent, or wealthy. Period. Not the end. So as you begin to change those things, you begin to shift and elevate your belief system, you will be a millionaire, or will you become a millionaire? Which one is it? How many people think be a millionaire? Okay, maybe a third of the room. How many people think become a millionaire? Well, what's better? I am a millionaire. I know a millionaire. Look, you want to become a millionaire. I made my first $1 million about 25 years ago. But it didn't start that way. Believe me, it did. I started a tech business. I worked hard. I worked 20 hours a day. I ate one meal a day. I rationed gas. I spent no money. I didn't have a social life. But the only thing I had going for me was I didn't complain about it. Wasn't working, y'all. After I went on a job interview and didn't get the job that would have paid what I thought was my bills, was the best thing that could have happened to me. I didn't get the job. I had a ship burning moment. In case I have a little lisp, that's S-H-I-P. Not that other word. That's another type of moment. I had those too. But you're going to have your ship burning moment. You get so sick and tired of being sick and tired, you do something about it. And in 12 months, I had altered, elevated, and shifted my belief system that I had made my first $1 million, $1.2 million. So for you in the room, you could be millionaires, become millionaires in 2 years or less if you follow the things that Kendall's talking about. If you really set yourself to the things I'm talking about, you could be millionaires in 2 years or less. So what I'm saying is, try her at her word. Anybody can talk about it. You know, they say there's 3 types of people. People who make things happen, people who say what happened, and I forgot the third one now. You know, so you want to be the people that make things happen. Don't talk about it, be about it. So in closing, alter, elevate, change your mindset, your perspective, and your relationship with money, and you will see money's not just working for you, money's waiting for you. It's been my pleasure to be here today. I'm Dr. Dane Cash.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cash. Again, in closing, getting ready to let y'all go. Has this been really good? Yeah. Informative? Are y'all motivated, inspired? So I love motivation, inspiration, but it's only one thing. When we come to things like this, we get inspired. We get motivated, right? We have big brain, like overload, right? And then we go back home and we start doing the same thing. And the